Hello to the chicos and the chicas, ladies and gentlemen, and this is the tournament that everyone even, has been waiting for all year round, or at least for the first 4 months of the year, and that is none other than the Candidates, which is about to kick off, I think, in a few hours. Very unfortunate timing for me in Australia that I will be having my beauty sleep while the chess titans, both the men and the women, will battling it out for the right to challenge the world champion for a world championship match. We're still, I'm only going to be able to cover a certain part, about half of the tournament, because then I'm going to travel to Barcelona to do lots of chessable and other fun stuff. Well, mostly chessable, really. So yeah, but nonetheless, I decided to cover the Candidates as long as I'm around, because it is the tournament of the year, and so we need to know what's going on. In this video, I'm going to not so much do a prediction, although I think that's going to be the title of the video, but just talk through the players and have a bit of a chat about what I think is going on at the moment. And on that note, we are going to jump right at the men or open section, and this is obviously the one that well, not obviously, but I'm going to talk more about it because I know more about it, or I claim to know a little bit more about it anyway. So, first and foremost, let me scroll up a little so that you can see these lovely gentlemen and I'm not in the way. So, first row is going to be kicking off with Nepo. Nepo is definitely a #1 red hot candidate for being the #1 candidate, the potential winner. He has already played twice, at least, for the World Championship title, so thrice. Legend, absolute legend. And in fact, part of me, and I talked about on the stream today, it feels like of all guys who hasn't won a World Championship title yet, of the players who are currently active, in my opinion, he's by far the most deserving. I'm not suggesting that Ding didn't deserve to win that match against Nepo, but perhaps he didn't deserve to lose that either. I don't know. I just feel like somehow that guy should have a World Championship title, and I do hope that he's going to do well. Experience, something I'm going to talk about in a bit, or perhaps more as I go along, is going to play a great role, in my opinion, in this tournament, and as such, this man is definitely a red-hot favorite. As far as I understand, please do not quote me on the information about the seconds. I'm quoting here Anish, who is completely unreliable with everything that he puts on Twitter, so yeah, don't blame it on me. But according to Anish, his second is going to be Jan Gustafsson, who is a legend on his own right in the seconding business. So a mighty good team there. I expect Nepo to do splendidly well. With that, let's move on to the second youngest participant in the field, the Indian phenom, as they like to call these youngsters these days, Praggnanandhaa Ramesh Babu. Prag is just such a joy to watch, guys. He is definitely ready to play on this level. I think his chess knowledge is definitely, without a doubt, up there. However, speaking about experience, I think that may be the shortcoming for the young Indian in this tournament, and I would like to immediately link this to Gukesh as well. Both of these guys play impeccable chess, but maybe the lack of experience on this level, and in particular for the candidates, may play a role in this regard. I'm actually not sure who his second is. I did have a look at everybody else's, but I forgot who Praggnanandhaa's was. So yeah, I expect Prag to do well, but once again, the experience factor may play a major role. With that, on to Fabi. Fabiano Caruana needs no introduction. He also has already played for the title. Fabi is definitely one of the best prepared players in the world any day of the year, hands down. I really do think that he has a red hot chance to take it out, depending on form. Sometimes Fabi tends to go into perhaps avoidable sequences of draws, and I'm afraid that this could be a thing for him. But if we see the fighting Fabi, then boy, oh boy, this could very well be his time for sure. So yeah, look out for the American. Next one in the line is the dark horse, without a doubt. If you don't call him the dark horse of the tournament, you are deluding yourself. And that is none other than Nijat Abbasov, the Azeri, who of course did earn the title, as in the right to play there, no doubt. But I think once again that he is going to be the dark horse of this tournament. Having said that, being the dark horse in a tournament like this, in my opinion, is a very double-edged weapon or situation, if you will, because on the one hand, we would expect him, based on rating, experience, previous tournament performance, yada yada yada, the least likely person or player to perform well. However, the flip side of the coin is that more than likely all the other players are thinking the same, and so he is the guy that everyone wants to beat. And when you go into a game with that mentality, or into a tournament that I want to draw that, and I want to beat this, then you are putting a bit of a pressure on yourself, and sometimes it backfires. And I expect a few people to fall into that trap, that they will try to beat him, they push too hard, and tada, there it is. Upset 1, upset 2, and all of a sudden, the other is going to be swimmingly in the middle of the field, if not further up. So a lot will depend, in my opinion, in regards to his performance, about how his opponents approach him, his game, the actual game, that they play against him. It's going to be a very, very interesting psychological battle too. Interestingly, he brought with him, or at least according to my information, Mamedyarov, who is known to be an absolutely beast of a player, but he's definitely not known as a theoretician or someone, who likes to engage with opening theory, and usually seconds fulfill that role. So with all respect to both Nijat and Mamedyarov, it's a bit of a strange combo there, but it can work out to be a huge success too. By the way, Caruana is with Chirela and Oparin, so that's a very well-known team. On to the second Indian of the batch. That is going to be everyone's friend, Vidit, the lovely Indian. Look, I don't know. Can be hot and cold. The same way how I said about Fabi, that sometimes draws tend to feature his play a little bit more than I would like to see. I think Vidit may be another one where I can easily see an entire tournament just with half points. And obviously that is not going to cut it to qualify for the match. I don't know. He is a bit of a dark horse in my own eyes, in terms of I don't exactly know what to expect from Vidit. He is, by the way, teaming up with Ganguly, definitely a heavy hitter in the seconding business, a former second of Anand. And also he brought with himself Vocaturo. I think he's an Italian, Daniel Vocaturo, an Italian GM. Interesting team there, so let's see how they go. Once again, I'm reluctant to say anything there. Hikaru, the oldest? I do think he is the oldest. It's quite amazing to say that, by the way. With his, maybe Fabi, I don't know. Yeah, 36 I think he is. Yeah, Hikaru, the god of online chess and streaming and all that jazz. And at the same time, he just still has it. He is definitely one of the favorites. It sounds crazy to say that about someone who very clearly hasn't been prioritizing over-the-board chess at all in his career. And somehow he's just staying on top like an absolute trooper. Would I be surprised if he won it? A little bit. Would I be surprised though if he wasn't top 3? Also a little bit. So I expect Hikaru to perform really well, but whether that's gonna be good enough to challenge the world champ or not, we will see. My guess is that no, but I wouldn't be surprised if he surprised me. And then the last two youngsters, Alireza Firouzja, an incredible talent. I just don't I don't believe that currently he has what it takes to win a candidate. And I don't exactly see into what's going on with his prep. We don't know who his second is. In itself, that could be a concern. Yeah, overall, I don't know. Firouzja traditionally plays really, really solid, aggressive, attractive chess, the type of stuff we love to see. And for that reason, I am definitely keen to see what he brings to the table. But I would be surprised to see a top 3 performance by Alireza in these candidates. And with that, we are finishing on the youngest participant of the candidates tournament, and that's Gukesh himself. He is with Bulgarian? Is Gajewski Bulgarian or Polish? Polish. My bad. Apologies. The Polish GM Gajewski is his second. Incredible player, incredible talent. Same goes as with Prague. And I do think that this is a factor, experience plays a role in the final outcome of the tournament. That's where he's again likely to fall short. Any other department, he is a worthy opponent of any of the above. Once again, I'm super duper keen to see how Gukesh performs. I don't think that he is ready to win it, but a top 3 performance is easily on the cards. And with that, now I'm going to move on to the ladies. And yeah, I'm just going to put forward that my knowledge of the current scene of the ladies' chess is incredibly shallow. I'm not even going to do a 1-by-1 because I just would ridicule myself. What I'm going to say is the following. Of the lot, Lei Ting-Jie is obviously a red-hot contender on account of playing the latest or the most recent World Championship final. Another person that I would like to point out, I think at the bottom, is Koneru Hampi. Very experienced and top-rated player. And hasn't been somehow performing, in my opinion, to her strength lately. So she could be a really, really, really tough customer for this field. What I'm particularly excited about is the tournament for Vaishali. I don't even think that there has ever been a candidate tournament where a sibling couple was present. Of course, I'm talking about Pragnananda and Vaishali, but she's the dark horse in my book of this tournament, alongside probably with Salimova, and I would be very, very keen to see these two, how they perform, but in particular Vaishali, because she has been an up-and-coming player, and yeah, we just don't know where the ceiling is as far as her performance and her chess is concerned. So I would like to see her do really, really well. But of course, we can't possibly go past the extremely experienced contingent of, you know, the Lanos, the Goryachkinas, and of course, Anna Muziczuka. All of them incredibly experienced, very, very well seasoned players. So, boy, oh boy, not even close. But you know what? So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to predict top 3 for both Open and Women. So for the Open, I'm going to go Nepo Fabi Hikaru. There you go, I said it. And I'm glad I did, because 10 minutes later I would say something entirely different. And for the ladies, and I'm totally making this up as I just am thinking about it now, I'm going to go... Let's go crazy. Koneru, Lei Ting-Jie, and Vaishali. There you go, I said it too. So these are my predictions, ladies and gentlemen. I am going to do a recap on the rounds until my departure for Europe. And yeah, let the show begin. Let's have fun. I think the chess world is going to be the biggest winner of the tournament for sure. Super excited. So I will be back with the first round very, very soon. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching.